Believe it or not, I'm in the A-10 Warthog, one of the toughest airplanes in Air Force inventory. And coming up this weekend, you'll see what an Air Force pilot can do behind the stick of one of these bad boys. Police canines are no joke. On top of finding evidence in drugs, their other number one job is to keep the community and their handler safe. Man, here! I'm here at Palo Duro Canyon for the 2021 Jeep Jamboree, and today we're going to take you inside the canyon. Let's go. Some 20 minutes after the original call, APD receives another 911 dial, this time bringing officers to the Wellington. The call from the suspect. Now, the hospital received the all clear at around 1 o'clock this afternoon, and Marsh says the first thing she'll do is snuggle with her newborn. As for BSA, officials say increased law enforcement and security will be keeping tabs on the facility. Amarillo's general election is this weekend, Tuesday being the final day for early voting. But before you head to the polls, there's a list of do's and don'ts, and it all takes effect right here. On a day like Tuesday, 52,500 tons of carbon dioxide is avoided. It would take cars traveling 128.3 million miles to produce that much CO2. Hi, my name is Dave Furtado. Now, we reached out to nearly a dozen legislators who authored or co-authored House Bill 19 to answer some questions about safety, but
they're all on the House floor, and it doesn't appear I'll be able to chat with any representatives today.
But inside this car is a closed environment with nowhere for heat to go. We'll see how long I can last, but this can turn deadly in as little as 10 minutes, so don't try this at home. Since 1998, nearly 900 kids have died of heat stroke from being trapped inside of these. Now, we reached out to Claudette Smith for comment, and she declined, saying, quote, "I need to oversee the entire process from start to finish." And that finish has arrived. According to City Manager Jared Miller, the recount found 10 new votes and resulted in the following changes. The project is expected to take some time, lasting until December 2022. For ABC 7 News, I'm David Furtado. It's been a roller coaster start to the summer with triple-digit temperatures, rain, and even a tornado or two. Let's start by checking in with Chief Meteorologist Joe Puma with a look at our week ahead. Joe? First at 10, Amarillo police have released more information on a shooting we now know turned deadly. And what started out as a routine traffic stop in Canyon ended with the discovery of a young man's body in an apartment. Rescuers are racing against time, battling heavy smoke and fires as they search for survivors following Thursday's condominium collapse, and the death toll up to 5. The mayor now asking residents of an identical condo to temporarily relocate. ABC's Rena Roy is in Surfside, Florida. In political news, House Republicans are launching an investigation into China's efforts to manipulate U.S. businesses. Republican Congressman Devin Nunes says the House Intelligence Committee will look more closely at a wide range of sectors working in China, including financial, agricultural, and pharmaceutical. Inflation is hitting its highest level in decades, meaning Americans should expect to pay more for everyday items, at least through the summer. The issue turning political. Some Republicans blame it on historic government spending. Others say it's temporary. National correspondent Ultra Elnishar has a look at the numbers. And food delivery apps are trying to keep the customers they grabbed during the pandemic by expanding their services beyond takeout. Angela Brown explains how. Engines are rumbling down at the Amarillo Dragway. The Banditos Motorcycle Club has come to town. The club, federally deemed an outlaw organization, according to Randall County Sheriff Christopher Forbes, who heard about the national rally from the Department of Public Safety.
There have been large events that have happened in the past with the Banditos and other groups where they didn't get along and there was some violence that had occurred.
One of those events, a shootout in Waco, Texas in 2015, where 9 people died. But no such thing has happened here in the Yellow City. Sheriff Forbes says they're keeping an eye out for rival clubs, which can spark conflict. Other than that, it's a job deputies are familiar with.
It's like any other large event that happens in our community. We have to step up our patrol. We have to step up public safety just to make sure that everybody is safe. There will be a lot of traffic moving around those 2-lane roads out by the Emerald Dragway. They're not designed to handle the heavy traffic that we're expecting.
Down at the Dragway, a sea of bikes and riders mingling, vendors setting up shop, and racing teams breaking out the big guns. We tried to talk to an organizer or someone within the club on camera, but no luck. However, off camera, we were told that the stigma of violence makes hosting rallies a bit harder. Whatever the reason, though, everyone so far has been on their best behavior. They also told us local bands have been booked to play live, food trucks will be slinging food, and they're all there to have a good time and see who's the fastest. Although the Banditos have to cap attendance at 2,500 people, as they lack a permit.
If it's over 2,500 people and the event's going to last longer than 5 hours, they have to apply to the county judge for a permit.
Now, the sheriff says leaders at the event have been communicating with him, which is critical to working out problems before they become an issue. For ABC 7 News, I'm David Furtado.